Ever wondered why some entrepreneurs become millionaires while others barely scrape by? It's a question that has likely crossed your mind, especially when you see those success stories splashed across the media. The difference is not always in the amount of work put in. More often than not, it's about the strategy employed. Imagine playing chess. It's not just about moving your pieces, it's about thinking several steps ahead, anticipating your opponent's moves, and making decisions that will put you in a winning position. The same principle applies in the world of business. The most successful entrepreneurs don't just work hard, they work smart. They don't just invest, they invest wisely. This brings us to the heart of our discussion today: the ultimate investment strategy for skyrocketing business wealth. It's not just a catchy title, it's a proven approach that has the potential to transform your business, and by extension, your life. So what's this strategy all about? It's about understanding the market, diversifying your investments, regularly reviewing and adjusting your strategy, and having the patience and persistence to stick with it even when things get tough. It's about making your money work for you, instead of you working for your money. But why is an effective investment strategy so important? Well, consider this. Two entrepreneurs start with the same amount of capital. One invests wisely, while the other simply spends. 5 years down the line, the one who invested wisely has significantly more wealth, while the other is struggling to stay afloat. That's the power of a good investment strategy. Now, we understand that all this may sound a bit daunting, especially if you're new to the world of business, but fear not, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Over the course of this video, we'll delve deeper into each aspect of this ultimate investment strategy. We'll provide you with practical tips, real-life examples, and actionable steps that you can start implementing right away. Remember, the difference between success and failure isn't just about hard work, it's about working smart. Stay tuned for the ultimate investment strategy. What if I told you investing isn't just about throwing money into a business and hoping for the best? Well, it's not. It's about strategy, vision, and foresight. An investment strategy is a critical aspect of any business, no matter the size, industry, or how long it's been in operation. Think of it as your secret weapon, your roadmap to wealth and prosperity. But what exactly is an investment strategy? Simply put, it's a set of rules, behaviors, or procedures designed to guide an investor's selection of an investment portfolio. It's your game plan for how you're going to spend your hard-earned money to make even more money in the future. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm no financial whiz, I'm a business owner, not an investor. Here's the thing, every entrepreneur is an investor, whether they realize it or not. When you put money into your business, you're investing in its growth and success. Here's another misconception. An investment strategy needs to be complex and sophisticated. Nope, not true. In fact, the best strategies are often the simplest. A good strategy should align with your business goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Let's break it down further. Your business goals are where you want your business to be in the future. Your risk tolerance is how much financial risk you're willing to take on to achieve those goals. And your time horizon? That's how long you're willing to wait for your investment to pay off. So, how does one create an investment strategy? First, identify your business goals. Are you looking to expand, diversify, increase profits? Whatever they are, write them down. Next, assess your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with high-risk, high-reward investments? Or do you prefer playing it safe? Then, determine your time horizon. Are you in it for the long haul, or are you looking for quick returns? Once you have these three elements nailed down, you're well on your way to developing a solid investment strategy that aligns with your business's needs and objectives. Investment strategy is your roadmap to wealth. It's not about luck, it's about planning and execution. Ever embarked on a journey without a map? Then why would you invest without market research? Let's take a moment to think about this. Imagine you're setting off on a grand adventure, but you're not sure where you're going, what the weather's like, or what you'll encounter along the way. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? The same principle applies to investing. You wouldn't dive into the deep end without first checking the water's depth. That's where market research steps in, serving as your investment compass, guiding you through the vast and often unpredictable financial wilderness. Market research is the cornerstone of any robust investment strategy. It's the process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting information about a market, including its customers, competitors, and industry trends. It's about understanding the landscape of the business world before you stake your claim. Think of it as the first step in your ultimate investment strategy. It's like sizing up your opponent in a chess game. You wouldn't make your first move without assessing the board, right? Similarly, before making any investment decisions, you need to have a clear picture of the market. You need to know who the key players are, what the trends are, and where the opportunities lie. A good understanding of the market landscape can help you identify profitable investment opportunities, reduce risks, and make informed decisions. It's like having a crystal ball that gives you a glimpse into the future of the market. But remember, this crystal ball isn't fueled by magic, but by data. Hard facts, statistics, and trends. These are your weapons in the investment battleground. So, how do you conduct market research? There are countless tools and resources available today to help you understand the market. From financial news outlets and industry reports to online databases and market analysis software, the world is your oyster. But remember, market research isn't a one-and-done deal. It's an ongoing process. The market is a living, breathing entity that constantly evolves. So, you need to keep your finger on the pulse and stay updated with the latest trends and developments. Knowledge is power, and in investing, it's your ticket to wealth. So, don't skip the market research. It's your first step towards a successful investment journey. Ever heard the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? Well, it applies to investing too. Let's dive into the second step of our ultimate investment strategy, diversification. Now you might be thinking, isn't diversification just another fancy financial term? Well, yes and no. It's a simple concept really, but its impact can be profound on your investment journey. Imagine you're a farmer and you have a field full of crops. If you plant all of one type, say corn, and a disease hits that plant type, you're left with nothing. But if you plant a mix of crops, a disease hitting one wouldn't wipe out your entire harvest. That's diversification in a nutshell. The same principle applies to investing. If all your money is tied up in one company or one sector and that sector takes a hit, your investment could nosedive. However, if you spread your investments across different sectors or assets, you're essentially planting a variety of crops. This way, if one sector underperforms, others might do well, balancing out your losses. Diversification isn't about chasing the highest returns, it's about managing risk. It's about spreading your money across different investments to smooth out the bumps in the road. It's about ensuring that you're not overly exposed to a single economic event, sector downturn, or poor-performing investment. But remember, diversification isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It needs to be tailored to your risk tolerance, investment goals, and time horizon. Some might find comfort in a mix of stocks, bonds, and real estate, while others might prefer a more aggressive mix of international equities and alternative investments. Diversification also doesn't mean you should invest in every available option. The goal isn't to own a piece of everything, but to have a well-balanced and diversified portfolio that aligns with your investment strategy. So the next time you consider your investment strategy, think about diversification. Think about that farmer planting different crops. And remember, it's not about eliminating risk entirely, but about managing it effectively. Diversification is your safety net in the world of investing. Would you build a house and never maintain it? Investments need upkeep too. Just as you wouldn't construct a magnificent mansion and then abandon it to the elements, you shouldn't leave your investments unattended either. This brings us to our next crucial step in the ultimate investment strategy, regular review and adjustment. Imagine being an orchestra conductor. You don't just set the tempo and walk away, do you? No, you're constantly adjusting, fine-tuning, making sure all the instruments are in harmony. That's what you've got to do with your investments. Why, you ask? Well, the market is a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving, sometimes in predictable ways, but often throwing us curveballs. And with those changes, your once harmonious portfolio may start to sound a bit off-key. Now, when we say regular review, we don't mean you need to obsess over your investments every waking second. That's a fast track to a stress-induced meltdown. Instead, think of it as a routine health checkup for your portfolio. Just as you'd go to the doctor for a regular checkup, your portfolio needs the same attention to ensure it's in peak condition. During these checkups, you may find that some investments aren't performing as well as expected, or perhaps the market conditions have changed, and it's time to pivot. Or maybe, just maybe, you've hit the jackpot, and one of your investments is soaring high. In any of these scenarios, adjustments are necessary to keep your portfolio balanced and aligned with your financial goals. Remember, no investment strategy is carved in stone. It's more like a melody that needs constant tuning to keep it in harmony with the ever-changing rhythms of the market. Your role is to be the maestro, guiding each note, each investment, to create a symphony of wealth. And that's where the magic happens. When you're actively involved, making those minor adjustments, you're not just reacting to the market, you're shaping your financial future, making your money work for you. Investing isn't a set-and-forget game, it requires constant attention and fine-tuning. So keep that conductor's baton at the ready and let's make some beautiful music together. Scene script. Ever tried growing a plant from a seed? Investing is just as gratifying and it requires patience and persistence. Imagine you're a gardener. You've done your research, picked the right seeds, prepared the soil, and planted them in a spot with just the right amount of sunlight. Now what's left? It's not about running around, buying more seeds, or digging up the soil every other day. It's about waiting patiently and persistently, taking care of those tiny sprouts. Similarly, in the world of investing, patience and persistence are key. Once you've done your homework, diversified your portfolio and made adjustments as needed, it's time to let your investments grow. Why are patience and persistence so vital, you ask? Well, just like our plant, investments need time to grow. The financial markets have their ups and downs, and it's all too easy to panic and make hasty decisions when things seem grim. But history shows us that, over time, the market tends to rise. So if you're patient and persist in your strategy, you're likely to see your investments flourish. But don't mistake patience for complacency. Being a persistent investor means regularly reviewing your portfolio, keeping up with market trends, and making necessary adjustments. It's about sticking to your plan, even when it's tempting to follow the latest investment fad or panic sell during a market downturn. Remember, patience and persistence are not about sitting back and doing nothing. They're about maintaining a steady course, weathering the storms, and giving your investments the time they need to grow. Just like our gardener, who patiently waits for the seeds to sprout and persistently tends to them, you too need to nurture your investments with patience and persistence. And just as a well-tended garden eventually blossoms, so too can your investment portfolio grow and thrive. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is wealth. Patience and persistence are your best friends in the investing world. So, are you ready to skyrocket your business wealth with this ultimate investment strategy? Let's take a moment to reflect on our journey today. We've covered a lot of ground, and it's crucial to remember that every step is a vital part of the ultimate investment strategy for skyrocketing business wealth. We started with the basics of investment strategy, remember? It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation before you can start adding the walls and roof. Understanding the fundamentals of investment, such as knowing your financial goals and risk tolerance, is that groundwork for your wealth-building house. Then, we moved on to market research. It's like being a detective, right? You need to gather all the facts, understand the trends, and make educated predictions. This isn't about following the crowd or jumping on the latest hot tip. It's about using your intelligence and knowledge to make informed decisions. Next, we talked about diversification. Remember the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? Well, it couldn't be more true in the world of investing. By spreading your investments across various asset classes, industries, and geographical regions, you're not just spreading the risk, but also potentially increasing your chances of success. Then we discussed the importance of regular review and adjustment. This is where you play the part of a ship's captain, adjusting your course as necessary to navigate the ever-changing seas of the financial market. It's not about making drastic changes, but fine-tuning your strategy to stay on track towards your financial goals. And finally, we emphasize the importance of patience and persistence. It's like being a gardener, right? You can't plant a seed today and expect a full-grown tree tomorrow. Wealth creation is a long-term game, and it requires time, patience, and the persistence to stick to your plan, even when things get tough. So there you have it, the ultimate investment strategy for skyrocketing business wealth. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a methodical, well-thought-out approach that can lead to substantial wealth creation over time. Now it's over to you. The knowledge is there, the strategy is laid out, and the tools are in your hands. It's time to take action and start implementing these steps in your own financial journey. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It's always a great motivation for us. Also, sharing is caring, so feel free to spread the wealth of knowledge with your friends and family. And if you want to stay updated with more insightful content, do hit that subscribe button. Remember, your wealth is in your hands.